Hello again, Living Storm here, and today I am going to be doing the quest line at the Scorched Sand Outpost. To start the quest line, we go to a female Xandalite Troll XL named Jawaba, which is right next to where we first met Vol'dun as a Horde character. He says, "I must head back to the arena. Gaji will want to know what happened here. If you seek shelter, you will find it at the outpost not too far from here. I will let Alita know you're coming. Be safe, living fell." After taking the quests, he says, "I need to head back to the arena. Be careful out there. Jack Rosette has put a hefty price on your head." When you meet with Razgazji, he says, "Yes, Jawaba told me to expect you." He then gives you a quest saying, "It's good to see a new face around here. I've got a problem and you look like you can handle fights. That group of murderous thugs over there are looking for some trouble, and I need someone to back me up. The truth is that I used to be one of them myself, but I left for a second chance at an honest life. I need to convince Mojambo and his henchmen to leave before they start causing trouble for the rest of the outcasts here." Upon accepting the quest, he'll say, "We'll proceed when you're ready." When you click "I'm ready, let's go," the dialogue starts. "Be on your guard. Mojambo can't be trusted." "Well, if it isn't Razganji, I told you we'd find him here. You weren't hiding from your friends, were you?" "I'm done, Mojambo. I'll be tired of killing and stealing to survive. I'll be going on my own way now." "Done? I'll be the one that decides when you're done. You know what happens to deserters. I'm not going back with you. Do you really think your pretty thugs can handle my friend here? Don't start a fight you can't win." "I can take the blood off, boss. No problem." "No, we're gonna let him have it his way. We'll leave for now. But when we come back, we won't be so generous. Enjoy your last day alive, Razgaji. The next time we meet, it's gonna be your last." When you turn the quest, Razgaji says, "Mojambo will come back with all his minions, and when he does, there will be blood." Razgaji then offers you a couple of quests, saying, "We don't have much in the way of supplies right now. Mojambo and his gang will be back to finish us off. Of that I'm sure. But without food and supplies, there will be none of us alive for them to kill. Our cook is looking for someone to help gather supplies so we can feed the camp. Speak with him and see if you can find what he's looking for. And a herd of alpacas went missing this morning. It may seem like we have more pressing matters to worry about, but the meat and milk the alpacas provide are essential to our survival. Those alpacas won't survive long on the dunes. Speak with Mugjabu and help him find the alpacas before it's too late." When you go to the chef, Cesar Hajin, he says, "A newcomer, eh? You picked a bad time to join our tribe. You'd find better luck wandering the waste in search of mirages." When you ask him why he was sent to Vol'dun, he says, "You're obviously not from Zuldazar, or else you'd know exactly who I am. I was General Jack Rosette's personal chef. I was exiled after the general became ill after eating one of my meals. But it wasn't my fault. The other cooks envied my position. One of them must have poisoned the meal when I wasn't looking. Someday, I'll find a way to prove my innocence, but for now, I have to cook dung beetles to survive." The couple quests he offers you say, "Mojambo's gang may be coming to kill us, but we still got to eat. And when you live in a harsh wasteland, you make do with what you got. Sometimes fresh meat is hard to find. That's how I came up with the idea for my famous mystery meat pie. The secret ingredient is dung beetle, but with enough seasoning, you can't even tell. Our food supplies are dangerously low right now. I need someone to go beetle hunting as soon as possible. And have you ever tried my delicious Vol'dun fried chicken? Me neither, probably because there aren't any chickens in Vol'dun. There are plenty of vultures, though. Why don't you see if you can find some tasty vulture meat? The secret to delicious fried chicken is to toast the meat before you fry it, but it only works if the meat is fresh. I've soaked these arrows in alpaca fat. If you ignite the arrows and shoot down the birds, they'll start cooking before they're even dead. Upon accepting the quests, he says, "The desert is a desolate place, but there's food to be found if you know where to look." When you go to Mug Jabu, he says, "While Skaji sent you, I'm not sure why he cares so much. When Mujabo and his gang come back, we'll all be dead anyway." He then says, "A herd of alpacas has gone missing. We must find them before it's too late." When you ask him how he ended up in Vol'dun, he says, "You ask dangerous questions, Demon Hunter. I do not care to hide my past, but others here may not feel the same way. I was exiled with my family when I was merely a boy. My father owed a great deal of debt, and in those days, children were exiled with their parents. I was alone and dying from thirst when Asgadji found me. He nursed me back to health and raised me as his own son. I have been with him ever since." The quest he offers says, "A herd of alpacas escaped this morning. They're out there wandering the dunes as we speak. Probably for the best, if you ask me. We'll all be dead soon once Mojambo comes back. Since you seem to care so much, take this alpaca whistle and use it to wound them up. I blow the whistle every day at feeding time, so the alpacas should come run home when they hear the sound." Once you accept the quest, he says, "The alpacas won't survive in the desert alone. We need to bring them back." While you're out getting bug guts and hunting alpacas, you can find a crate or something that gives you a quest. The leather has become dry and cracked in the sun, but the supplies inside are mostly intact. It's unknown what gruesome death befell the backpack's former owner, but supplies like these are in high demand among the outcasts. The desert has claimed many lives. Perhaps there are more supplies to be found among the dunes. After killing scarabs, avoiding alpaca spits, shooting down vultures, and getting supplies, the trolls of Scorched Sands Outpost reward us in these ways. Lasgadji said, "As you made a scavenging run and come back alive, we will put these supplies to good use among the tribe. You have my thanks." Mug Jabu says, "Looks like you recovered most of the herd. Good work, even though Mo Jabu and his henchmons will probably murder us in our sleep and take the alpacas for themselves." Says Harjin said, "Just look at all these juicy intestines. We'll have enough pies to feed the entire camp," and gives us some dung beetle supplies. And, "It may not be chicken, but it's food. With enough seasoning, nobody will know the difference. Everything tastes like chicken, right?" And he gives us some of his Uncle Sejin's fried chicken. After turning in those quests, he says, "These may not be the most delicious ingredients, but they keep us fed." He then gives us a quest that says, Sejin rummages through his cooking ingredients in frustration. "Where's Junji? I sent him to scavenge for vulture eggs, but he hasn't returned." He then pauses for a moment. "He was just going on about the size of the Sorok eggs, but those oversized lizards are far too dangerous for a boy. He can't possibly be so foolish. If he has gone to the soulless breeding grounds, he may already be dead. Please find him before it's too late." He then says, "Junji be always getting himself up to no good. It'll be bad news for him if the lizards find him before you do." Mugjabu also gives a quest saying, "It's not just Mojambo's gang we have to worry about. We also need to keep a watchful eye at night due to frequent hyena attacks. The most dangerous of the hyenas is Snarltooth. He ambushes at night, laughing maniacally as he slaughters his prey. I need you to slay that beast once and for all. Snarltooth's den is just south of the arena and in the arid basin." When you find the Junji, he's hiding in a basket from lizards. He says, "You can't fool me, Soulless. I know you're out there waiting to eat me. Oh, wait, you're a grown-up? Please, get me out of here. Help!" He then gives you a quest saying, Please help me. I'm trapped in this box and I can't make it out alone. I came here to collect the eggs. I knew it was a bad idea, but I thought I could sneak around and grab the eggs before the soloists noticed. I was wrong. I hid underneath this crate to avoid being eaten. Can you clear out the soloists and tell me when it's safe to come out? Please don't leave me here. And Solist eggs are the most delicious eggs in the desert. I mean, I've never tried them myself, but look at the size of them. They're huge. Bigger is better, but right? If I go back to the camp empty-handed, Sesajin is going to kill me. We have to get some of those eggs. You sound a lot older and stronger than I am. Gather up the eggs and we can take them back for everyone to eat. Don't worry about me. I'll wait for you here. It's not like I'm going anywhere. After we get some eggs, kill some Salks and Snarltooth, we then head back to Zenji. He says, the Salks are all gone, and it's safe to come out? Thank you so much. I never thought I'd make it out of here alive. And you have the eggs. Be careful not to break them. Just pull them under the box. Gently, gently now. After telling him the quest, he says, I'm free. I can't believe it. I'll make sure to tell everyone at the camp how you saved me. After you return to Mugjabu, he says, it's good to finally see that Taina got what he deserved. If you're strong enough to slay Snarltooth, maybe we stand a chance against Mojambo's gang. Who am I kidding? We're dead meat. He then says, Snarltooth be dead, and our missing alpacas have returned. Now we just got to worry about Mojambo murdering us all. And when we go near a troll named Zaljin, he says, Psh, over here, living foe. He then gives you a quest that says, Zaljin motions you for you to come closer. He is clearly drunk. If I had information concerning Mojambo, how much would that be worth to you? You don't believe me? Nobody suspects a drunk. I hear all sorts of things. What do you have to lose? All it will cost is a bottle of Zanchuli Reserve. What do you say, Mon? You then buy a bottle of Zanchuli Reserve from Tasjin that costs 95 gold. When you give Saljin the bottle by saying, here's the one, tell me what you heard, he'll say, it's been years since I tasted Zanchuli Reserve. You held up your end of the bargain, so I'll hold up mine. I spotted Mojambo's gang scouting the arena. I heard them say that Mojambo hired reinforcements for the battle. Tell Tongo's crew be backing him up now. Well, at least I tasted Zanchuli Reserve one last time before I die. When you return to Wazgaji with this information, he says, Mojambo's teaming up with an outside gang to attack us. I knew he meant business, but I didn't expect him to go this far. We need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. He then gives you a few quests saying, if Mojambo hired Tongo's gang as reinforcements, we're in even more trouble than we first thought. Tongo is a cruel and sadistic marauder who takes great delight in suffering. His gang is notorious for torturing their prey. We won't be able to defend ourselves against both gangs at once. Our only chance of survival is now is to strike first. If you take out Tongo before the ambush, Mojambo will be expecting reinforcements that never arrive. We may be able to use that to our advantage. We only have enough weapons to arm half of the tribe against Mojambo's gang. We're gonna need more weapons if we are going to survive the approach in battle. Tongo's crew is sure to have a ready supply of weapons at their hideouts. Search the hideout for any weapons you can find and bring them back to the arena. And it was brought to my attention recently that many of our supplies went missing overnight. I suspected that Tongo's crew was behind the thefts, but we didn't have the strength or numbers needed to confront them. I want you to search the hideout for signs of our missing supplies. If there's anything left when you arrive, bring it back here and I'll make sure you're compensated. If we're going to survive Mojambo's assault, we're going to need those stolen supplies back as soon as possible. When you confront Tongo, he'll say, Fool! Wazgaji sent you to your death. And then when he's killed, Mojambo gonna make you pay. When you kill Tongo, he'll drop a message saying, Mazdi, we got big things ahead of us, man. Mojambo wants us to ride with him when he raids the arena. He say he gonna split the loot with us down the middle. Apparently, one of his crew up and left should be one of the outcasts. I wish I could see the look on Mojambo's face when he found out. I hear he be taking this one personal, you know. We just be waiting for Mojambo's signal now. Get the others and meet me at the hideouts. Once we got the supplies and weapons, we then returned to Wazgaji. When you turn in the quest, he'll say, These ancient blades may not be in the best condition, but they are finely forged. I am sure they will hold up in battle just fine. You've located the supplies, and they appear mostly intact. You have done a great service for our tribe, Living Fell. And with Tongo out of the way, all we have to worry about now is Mojambo. He'll then give you a quest, saying, We spotted some of the Tongo's gang scouting the arena while you were away. It seems this may be the calm before the storm. We need to get the weapons you brought back from Tongo's hideout into the hands of our fellow outcasts. Mojambo's gang could attack any minute now. We need to be prepared. Take the weapons and get them to the unarmed members of the tribe. If Mojambo thinks he can raid our home without fight, he's got another thing coming. After arming the outcast, we return to Wazgaji. He'll say, It's good thing you armed the tribe. Mojambo and his gang are attacking as we speak. He then gives us one final quest, saying, Mojambo and his gang are attacking. We must defend the arena. Mojambo must be defeated. The outcast will take care of his gang. Mojambo is all yours. Bring Tongo's head with you and use it to challenge Mojambo to a duel. His pride too great to resist such a challenge. When you present Tongo's head to Mojambo, he'll say, Tongo, killed by an outsider? I must have overestimated him. I'll have to murder you myself along with the rest of your foolish friends. And upon his defeat, he'll say, Not like this, no. When you return to Wazgaji, he says, At last this war be over and we can live in peace. I do not know how to thank you for all you've done. This questline was a neat way of showing how Xandalai trolls dealt with being outcast in the dunes of Vol'dun. If the zones on Xandalai were like the zones in Coltiris, then this questline could have been considered mandatory for the achievements for the story quests. I actually wanted to do an overview of this questline because one of the quests you get afterwards leads to the final lower you can get a blessing from. So that's really all I have to say. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see ya!